It's that time of the year when people here in the US move to new houses. So if you are about to move or if you're planning to move, here in this video I am going to share my top 20 favorite moving tips. Hi, I'm Tatyana Fittipaldi. I'm a change management strategist, a certified professional coach, and in this channel, we make videos to help global leaders, multicultural professionals, and expatriates become more productive, more effective, and improve their leadership both in business and in life. If that sounds for you, hit that subscribe button now. Regardless of whether you decided to hire professional movers or do it yourself, here are a few tips to help you through the process and for you to consider in your planning. Prepare a bag with clothes, toiletry, prescription medicine, and anything that you use usually in your routines. Put them in a bag and make sure you have something packed for a full week. You might think that you can get them in your boxes, you can open the boxes, but truth be told, you will have a lot of boxes, you won't know where things are, and sometimes what happens is that some of the clothes in your boxes, they can get dirty, and you cannot find matching clothes for the important meeting. So just make sure you have everything you need for a full week so that you have time to open the boxes without pressure and you can do things in a timely fashion. Separate a few utensils like plates, cups, and silverware for your first days after the move. If you have disposable items, even better. It's going to be easier for you. Pack a pair of scissors and an utility knife. They will come very in handy. You can always buy new ones, of course, but if you can plan ahead, why spend the extra money? Just have them in your package, trust me, you'll need them. Have what many professional movers call the red box. The red box is actually a box like any other, but it's easily identifiable, it's easily differentiated. You can find it in those sea of boxes that you will have after you move. So in this box, why this is important is because you will pack in this box everything you'll need in the very first hours. So it could be something important as your wireless system, a phone system that you really need because of your work, or health care utensils or systems that someone in your family may need. Anything that is really, really important and critical and that you need for the very first hours. So have this box. It could be indeed a red box like this one, or anything that you can easily identify in the middle of all those boxes. Make sure to separate in your handbag important documents, bills that you will have to pay either during your move or right after you move, and your check booklet, and anything else that is important either for your identification or for your finances. These are important things that sometimes we forget about, and they're important that you have them separated in a place that you will find easily in case you need them. If you have kids with special needs, make sure all their needs are being met during and after the move So pack everything they need, everything that you think that they might need during this period, and to make them comfortable during this transition time. If you are hiring professional movers, make sure you understand clearly their insurance policy. Insurance, when things really happen, is usually things that make a lot of stress to both you and the company. So it's part of your responsibility to clearly understand what to expect regarding their insurance. If they do have, how does it work, how claims work, etc., how much value it's covered. It's very important that you know everything about that. The same thing goes for how you are charged and also what is going to happen to the garbage after you move. By garbage, I mean the boxes and papers and everything that is left behind after the move. Even if you have hired the best movers in the market, if you have very special items like heirlooms, jewelry, or things with emotional value, or anything that you really think is important, consider packing them out yourself and transporting them yourself. The movers, they do a very good job, but if anything happens to those items that you consider very important, you will be very upset. So avoid, giving the chance, the risk of being upset, and just do it yourself. Make a list of services and utility companies that you will have to arrange transfer of services. Plan who's going to do it, when, and how. Some providers, they offer online options for you to do that. Some providers, they ask you to call them, and some wants you to go in loco. So make sure you know what to do, how to do it, so that your life is easier down the road. Before you go bye-bye old house, make sure to have a last round and go look around in the attic, basement, garage, under the cabinets, medicine cabinets, all those places that we usually forget to have a second look, and we end up forgetting things that are really important to us. So make a list if you want of the things you have to double check right before you leave the house, and this way you will know that everything was transported accordingly. Pack some snacks and foods for the days that you're going to move, and make sure you eat them. If you can have a friend to arrange or either bring to you a pizza or anything at the end of the day, it's going to be awesome because you are going to be really tired. You're going to appreciate that very much. Have some emergency contacts and addresses for the new location, like plumbers, police station, emergency center, animal hospitals, anything that you think that is really important. You don't want anything bad to happen, but things can happen. So why don't you plan ahead and have these contacts and be prepared? Engage your children to search new locations for your new home, like libraries, parks, movie centers, etc. Make it fun for them. They're going to be excited about moving and about going to a new home, so make it fun for them. When you are in that phase where you're opening the boxes already after the move, you are going to notice that sometimes you will find some things that are misplaced or that are incomplete. So for example, pens without the leads or devices without the chargers. So that's going to probably upset a little bit you. So just, it's very simple to take care of this. Make sure you separate everything that is incomplete in a place until you find it in the box, in whatever box it is. So just separate them in a place. When I am moving, I call them the cemetery of lost and found. And when everything is found again, I put them back together and I store them complete. That's going to make your life very easy in the future. The next few tips are tips for those who have pets. Before the move, make sure you separate your pet's favorite bed, their plates with food and water, their food, and some of their favorite toys. Put everything together along with your baggage, with some of your other important stuff. If possible, introduce your pet to your new home prior to your move. Go to your home with the pet, have him or her go sniff around, go room by room. Make sure that they get acquainted with the house prior to your move. If possible, have your pet stay with a family member or a friend or even a pet sitter. Usually during the moving days, the pets, they become quite anxious, and even pets who have not experienced abandonment before, they tend to be very anxious with the move. And you love your pet, you don't want that to happen, so if you can, find someone to take care of your pet during those couple of days that you're moving. After you move in, make it exciting for your pet. When he's coming to the house for the first time after you moved in, my favorite strategy is for you to lay out those toys we talked about in the other tip like breadcrumbs until his bed. So once he's coming in, he's going to find those toys one by one, and he's going to be feeling a lot of excitement, and he will feel comfortable because he will see the toys and the things that he knows about, that they're there, and this is going to make the process for your pet a lot easier, and they're going to be less anxious. So try that. These last two tips are super important, but usually they're overlooked. The first one is to make sure you have a good night's sleep prior to the move. You know how excited and or anxious you are going to be with your move. So chances are you are not going to sleep very well if you don't make the commitment with yourself to have a good night's sleep. Probably you won't. So commit to yourself to have a good night's sleep and make sure to sleep safe and sound prior to the move. This tip can come very in handy. Prior to your move, agree with someone you trust to provide you some help in case you need it. Hopefully you won't need it, but sometimes things happen. So make sure you agree with someone to be on standby and help you in case you need it. I have a couple of friends, and they are a child. In the day of their move, their child was with a high fever and they had to move, and it was a mess, and they were only able to find someone to take care of him while they were moving around after the lunch, I think. So it was really messy for them, And if you have an agreement way beforehand, planned before ahead, this is going to be much easier for you in case you have any trouble. I hope you're excited about your next move as I was putting together this content for you. Stay tuned for more reviews, interviews, training, tips, and information in this channel. If you like this video, click the button and subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you soon. I wish you well, and thank you for watching.